Maria had worked the night shift at St. Catherine's for 11 years. She knew every creak of the old psychiatric wing, every flicker of the dying fluorescent lights. But she had never worked with patient zero. The file said nothing. No name, no diagnosis, just an admission date from 1952 and a single instruction: do not observe directly after midnight. The patient was an elderly woman, motionless in her bed, eyes closed, feeding tube attached, comatose for over 70 years. Maria checked her vitals at 11:47 p.m., noted the steady heartbeat, and returned to her station. At 12:03 a.m., Maria stretched her arms above her head. Through the window's reflection, she saw patient zero's arms rise in perfect synchronization. Maria froze. The patient's arms froze. Maria slowly lowered her hands. So did the figure in room 7. She told herself it was a trick of light, exhaustion. But when she lifted her coffee cup, the reflection showed patient zero lifting an invisible cup to her lips. The feeding tube hadn't moved, but her arm had. Maria's breath quickened. She stood up sharply. In the window's dark mirror, patient zero sat up in bed. The woman's eyes were still closed. Maria reached for the emergency phone. The reflection showed patient zero reaching toward her own throat. Maria's hand trembled as she dialed. In room 7, those ancient fingers began to wrap around a neck that wasn't there. No, around Maria's reflection's neck. Maria felt pressure building in her throat. She gasped, dropping the phone. She couldn't breathe. In the glass, patient zero was squeezing tighter, a smile spreading across her unconscious face. Maria realized the horrible truth. She wasn't controlling the reflection. Patient zero was controlling her. She tried to run, but her legs moved toward room 7 instead. Her hand reached for the door handle against her will. Her body was no longer hers. The door swung open. Patient zero's eyes snapped open for the first time in 71 years. They were Maria's eyes, the same brown, the same fear. Finally, the old woman whispered in Maria's voice, "A young body." Maria tried to scream, but only silence came out. She felt herself walking toward the bed, lying down beside the withered body, feeling her consciousness drain like water through a sieve. The next morning, the day nurse found Maria in room 7, connected to the feeding tube, comatose. Her file was empty except for one instruction: do not observe directly after midnight. And in the security office, a new night nurse named Elena stretched her arms above her head, never noticing the figure in room 7 doing exactly the same.